What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trey Swish back at it again with another video. And I don't know about you, but there's a lot happening today. Well, I guess yesterday for y'all, or earlier for y'all that are watching this later on. But yeah, the Epstein files, man. What happened with that, man? I saw Pam on, I think it was like Fox News yesterday for me, saying that it would be dropped today. And man, it's interesting. It seems like we got ourselves a content creator right now. They're doing the little Star Wars Disney Plus strategy where you take a solid story that would be good for about an hour and a half movie and stretching it as long as possible. I don't know if it's buying time for some people, maybe getting all their their T's crossed and I's dotted, examining who needs to be crossed off the list and who doesn't, or maybe it's a power move and they're maybe rethinking releasing the whole list and utilizing the blackmail power that this list actually possesses and using it against their enemies. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get into this. This is the what is this video called? Epstein files are sabotage, but they are making it worse. And I believe it's by Mr. Vocal, Mr. Decoy Voice. Yes, makes great content. Let's check it out.
You said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk.
This is that Pam lady, I think.
When can we see them, and what's taking so long to release them?
Tomorrow, Jesse. Breaking news right now. You're going to see some Epstein information being released.
Almost made a video on this, but then in my head I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I've heard that so many times, especially on Twitter. Oh man.
As phase one of the Epstein files were released to a few conservative influencers, even people on the right were skeptical as to why they received the documents and not the general public. Curious to how a boxing reporter and Miss Universe judge managed to get this access.
You're really curious how a boxing reporter who knows, maybe a president of the United States might like boxing and UFC and stuff like that. You surprised how she got her hands on it, brother? Come on now.
Look at what we got today. The Epstein files, baby. Let's make America safe again.
But at least on the street journalists like Savannah Hernandez also received the binder.
One of those Epstein file binders. Now, I want to clear something up immediately and state that nobody from the Trump admin gave us these binders and said, you guys are going to be the ones responsible for disseminating this information.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because, I was starting to think that we wanted the content creators distributing all the information to the public, instead of just giving us a link, to the direct list.
Actually told us there's going to be a press conference at any moment now.
But who received the binders isn't the real issue here.
No, it's not.
It's the fact that the binders...
Yep. There's a whole lot of black ink. I don't know if... Because I'm hearing mixed things on Twitter. I'm seeing mixed reports and stuff like that. I've been very off and on Twitter. It's been a busy day. It was celebrating my life, right? I don't know exactly what they did drop and what they didn't. I clicked on it initially when I saw that it supposedly dropped, and I have a link saved to it. I probably should try going to that link in this video and seeing what happens. But when I get on there and it had like different phases and stuff like that, I clicked at the very bottom because I think it had like client list or flight list or something like that, and that's where you're gonna see the names. And a lot of that shit was redacted. A lot of it, man. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna read this tonight when I'm doing the video.
Are mainly filled with redacted pages, many of which we have already seen the unredacted versions of.
Wow. So the only reason that I would think they would also redact these again is either maybe these are names that they want to keep controversial, or not controversial, to keep silent. They don't want to add more controversy to these people's names or whatever it might be. I don't know what's on the right. It looks like numbers, maybe their phone numbers or something like that, right? Or like post office. No, it would be phone numbers, I'd assume. But or you could have a situation where they just want certain names. They're controlling the flow with maybe the phasing, and they want certain names to get noticed more than others, which is a huge strategic move, obviously.
as I myself added the blur for the phone numbers. But when these influencers shared the pages on their live streams, nobody could even see what was on the pages, as many of them were...
What are they doing at the top here? They doing a little sketch art?
Mainly blocks of omitted texts.
Wait, it's like the exact same again. Oh my gosh.
Tell us nothing, as pretty much everything top to bottom about this was terrible, as I believe it was the FBI director, Kash Patel, or possibly Attorney General Pam Bondi that said they'd release those files on day one.
Which, to my knowledge, I thought the files have already been released. It was, the amount of it was redacted already, right? And that's what we wanted. We wanted the the unredacted files. Which I guess was too much to ask for.
Or maybe it was both of them, but she said they were on her desk, and they definitely didn't get released. And every day that went by just seems like they're buying... They were on her desk, and they definitely... Attorney General Pam Bondi that said they'd release those files on day one. Or maybe it was both of them, but she said they were on her desk and they definitely didn't get released. And every day that went by just seems like they're buying time. Not necessarily Bondi or Kash, but whoever's not providing them with the full files available.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of old FBI, not old, but rogue FBI agents deleting the files. That happened I think 2 days ago, and the story broke. This is all speculation and rumors, to be frank. And then there was another one. It was a good little story plot line. I forgot what it was. A lot of interesting copes. It feels like a lot of coping.
And we'll go more into that in a minute, but we also have to unpack how these influencers receive the files instead of just uploading a full PDF for the public to sift through.
So I don't know what I sift through, because I did get to I had a link and I clicked on it and I was able to get to phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. Like some maybe introduction or something at the top as well. And then there was a couple at the bottom, like I said, the client list or flight list or whatever it was. Yeah, so I only clicked on the list part. I didn't even click on phase 1 or anything like that.
Yes, the influencer photo shoot is a bad look, but apparently the press wasn't there for them. They were already out there waiting to snag some photos of the UK's Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, and just happened to run into the recipients of the files. Still doesn't make up for the fact that the PDF wasn't directly uploaded.
I will say, releasing all the files the same day the UK Prime Minister is in town probably wouldn't be the best situation, just for him. Not saying he's on the list or anything like that. I have no idea. But still, I'm sure I think there's like someone in the royalty family that in the UK that people speculate's on the list. I can't remember exactly. I'm gonna have to go brush up on my my conspiracy theories, but.
And what makes this pretty much a million times worse is the official Republican House Judiciary account on Twitter posts a link to the alleged Epstein files.
Maybe this is what I clicked on.
It linked to a URL shortener that shows an ad at the bottom that eventually links you.
Are you kidding me? Okay, I actually respect this. This amount of, like, the level of trolling is crazy. Dude, what? Was that really the official channel? Hold on. There's no way that had a check mark by it. What? How many views does this video have, man? Bro, they're making bank off this video. Jeez.
Ad at the bottom that eventually links you to be rickrolled on YouTube. People want answers and, more importantly, prosecutions. And all they received were photo shoots from some podcasters and being trolled by official government accounts.
You, Jill.
This is not what the people voted for, but I guess it's just a nice reminder that the Republicans, by and large, are garbage. Now, the one thing I do want to acknowledge is how influencers...
I will say that this is a fat ass L. For sure, because people definitely, there's probably a lot of people out there that were on the fence of voting for Trump, and just the fact that they could maybe see the Epstein list, and they're like, he's gonna release it. He for sure will. This is a huge L. Now, if this is phased out and we eventually get the actual full list, who cares? Like, this motherfucker Trump, I respect the amount of content that they have been pushing. They have been pushing so much content. It is ridiculous. And this man's talking with everybody, man. If they're from the UK, from Japan, from Canada, from whoever it might be, man. This man's talking to everyone. He's recording a lot of it, publishing it. I respect it. I love hearing from the leaders of my country. I love hearing from the leaders of the world, and it's reassuring. It's nice to hear, but also, you know, when a politician speaks, and I know Trump is supposed to be a businessman, but he's a politician. He knows how the game has worked now. When you hear a politician speak, you gotta, you know, hold that with a grain of salt. So, it's disappointing.
Receiving this document isn't all a bad thing.
Oh,
I believe
what?
the precedence the White House is trying to create here is no longer does the public have to rely on mainstream media outlets like Fox and CNN, as I really wish I could pull up those two clips, and let me know in the comments if you know where I can find them. But one was a CNN or MSNBC newscaster saying only members of the media can look at these leaked documents. If you at home see them, it's breaking the law.
Oh, no. The worst one was when, what was it? I saw it on the Joe Rogan podcast, I think. They pulled it up. It was when, I think it was CNN. Someone reported, and they're like, you know, the news is here for us to sift through all the information and pretty much give you the actual narrative. Like, it's like, no, that's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to report on the facts and let the public make up their opinion for themselves. Now, obviously, Fox changed that completely, because once you swing right and you have a narrative already built for you, it's a little bit more entertaining for the person that doesn't want to think about all these things that don't make sense and put them together in their head. Now, some people like that because people like puzzles. I love puzzles. But you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, just want to be reaffirmed by a video.
And the other clip was someone on a network saying it's the news media's job to decipher the truth for our viewers.
Yes, exactly.
That type of pompous reporting as if they are the arbiters of reality, that needs to end. And making CNN and Fox rely on getting their information from accounts like Sav Says and Lives a TikTok First is actually a good thing in my book. It's just not a good look when the AG says the Epstein files will finally be released tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes around and all we got was a photo shoot of some people holding up some binders
and a fucking troll, a fucking classic troll video, man.
Waiting several more hours and finding out there's nothing inside them. This all reminds me of 2020 when Trump had yet to concede the election and his attorneys kept saying, we're gonna unleash the kraken of lawsuits that'll change everything. Nothing came out. Then another attorney said, now we have the Kraken on steroids. And every time they repeated the same game, it turned out to be a huge nothing burger. And now they release the Epstein Files Episode 1 or Phase 1. Like there's...
Bro, it's just like how Disney takes a fucking movie, bro. They'll take a movie story and they'll just stretch that motherfucker for like 8 episodes, 30 minutes long. It's like, why are we doing an hour and a half when we can do at least like 5 hours? Or 4. Come on now. Let's just stretch this thing out a little bit. We'll put a little bit of walk in, a little B-roll in there. Just milk it a little bit, you know? Get our money's worth. Why not?
Some movie studio running out of source material, so they split the last book into several movies, as nothing about this says transparency. It just sounds like somebody on the back end is buying time to control the story.
Yeah, this feels like a YouTuber just going with the YouTube strategy, milking content as much as possible. Obviously, just farming. Which is, I think, a really weird situation to be with when it comes to this particular story.
As the AG did write a letter to the FBI director, informing Cash that she had not received all the information available, demanding by tomorrow she receives all the records, documents, audio, and video recordings, and also that he conduct an investigation into who was holding up the release of these documents, wanting...
Wasn't that obvious? It would be the pre-existing director of the FBI. Like, what are we talking about? Obviously, it would be him. Like, even Cash came out and said that. Like, what?
A report on the findings in 14 days. As honestly, I feel like if she just went on TV and aired out all this dirty laundry, that would have been infinitely better than the media fiasco we received. As that letter isn't an answer, but at least it's transparency, and hopefully we'll finally start to see it. But the more nonsense we receive like today's, the less I believe we ever will. So if you appreciate Mike and Simon,
yeah, I almost made a video about this whole situation yesterday because she came out and said we were gonna see the files, and like my first reaction was, I'll believe it when I see it. Now we're gonna go to X real quick. This is a phenomenal video, by the way. He does amazing work. Go give my boy Decoy Voice a sub. Hit a like on his video as well. It keeps on going up. Look at that. Tell him the Ether sent you. But yeah, let's go to X real quick. Okay. Now this is 14 hours ago, which would put us at about 12:40 in the afternoon. I don't know exactly how reliable this would be. I don't even think the list was out by then. But let's just hold it with a grain of salt. This guy, Red Media, who the fuck knows who he is? He says Jay-Z is not on the Epstein list, despite claims from scrupulous, I can't fucking speak English. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all can translate. Media and blogs. And to be frank, he is saying they released Donald Trump's name. So who the fuck is redacted? All right. So yeah, Mr. Donald was on here apparently. So we got Bob Meister, Jamie A. Mielsen, Lynn Miller, Marvin Redacted, David Mullen, Joe Pagano. I don't know any of these people. Mara Palaugo. I don't know. Stanley Pottergen. I don't know any of these people. Do any of these people look familiar at all? Kevin Spacey. That doesn't surprise me at all. Donald Trump's right there. Boom. And I believe these are all names that went on the plane and visited the island. I could be wrong about that, but I thought I saw that somewhere listed. And now this is obviously speculation. This isn't directly from the source or anything like that. We got 1 through 27 right here. Obviously Maxwell is the number 1. Yeah, Epstein's victim. Virginia. Oh, that's unfortunate. Prince Andrew of England. That's who I was thinking of. So yeah, he was already on the list. Philip Barden, redacted, is number 6. I wonder who that is. Kate Blanchett, David Boies. There's a lot of familiar names in here, man. Now that Bill Clinton, Cameron Diaz. Would she go there with fucking Obama or something? Leo, expected that. Redacted. Wait, Leo? I expected that on the Diddy list. Are they confusing the cases, man? Interesting. The last one, Anthony Valores, Martinez, Vicky Ward, Bruce Willis. Oh, y'all gotta be kidding me. Not Bruce. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. No, I watched Die Hard so many times, bro. It's such a good movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to let's see what's trending on this topic just in general. How long is this video? 17 minutes. We'll go just a little bit longer. So if we're going to, searching up good old evil Epstein on Twitter. Watch Trump remove his name from the Epstein list. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Wouldn't be surprised, to be frank. Exclusive footage of the contents. Oh my god. How America wanted the Epstein files released. Just fucking have the content creators run from house to house delivering papers like they're the fucking mailman. Get them bicycles and everything, man. Just tossing binders on people's porches. That'd be... What are we doing here, man? This isn't the 1950s. Pam Bondi should give the Epstein files to Rick Gervais and have him present them at the Oscars tonight. Oh, wow. That'd be wild. Yeah, you get some good ratings finally on the Oscars again for something that's actually probably impactful. Besides, people slapping each other. And it's crazy to me. Will Smith, he slapped the dude over a joke about his wife, and then he just like made out with some chick on stage. Like, they didn't make out but kiss. Like, it's just kind of crazy to me. A little cringy. They are celebrating because the Epstein files aren't getting released. Not a good look for the Republicans, that's for sure. I am in possession of the Epstein files. Should I release them or do a few more photos first? Oh, man. This is aging so bad. Oh, Jesus. Breaking, a black bar visited Epstein Island hundreds of times. Okay, you get it. They're getting memed on, man. Is there no more names? Is that everything? That's what we looked at before. I swear I saw some names on here. Just a whole lot of black bars. What is this? Plane allegedly heading to Epstein Island footage. Bro, y'all leave the Amish alone. Wait, why are they on a plane to begin with? And what is happening in the back? Goodness gracious. They want to be that shot really bad. That is wild. Oh, wait. Are they Amish? Or are they Jewish? I think they're Jewish, actually. Yeah, they're probably Jewish. I'm tripping. I'm sorry, all my Jewish friends. I didn't mean to misrepresent your people. But yeah, man, that's the video. Comment down below if you think we'll actually get a full list eventually one day. The subject is, I think, this is one of the most damning subjects, stories there is in America, honestly. And I think it's going to be detrimental to everyone involved. And boy, oh boy, if Trump was getting down with the people he wasn't supposed to, like when I mean getting down, you can be creative and think about what I actually mean. Fuck that guy. But there's gonna be people that probably visited the island as well. I don't know. But yeah, we'll find out hopefully what the truth is eventually. But yeah, it's been really weird, and I don't know what to make of this one. So y'all comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button, help push this out to more people, and hit that sub button, man. Let's get to 1K. My name is Trey Swish. This is the Ether. I'm not the Ether. We are. And hit that sub button to join it. Deuces, baby. Also, there's a Discord down below in the description. Just saying.